money, when it's not saving. You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause. Ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, please. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long. I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crunch. Watch out, please. I never switch, I never switch.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and our home team. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
To throw is Martinez on 1st and 10. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, set. 56. Mike's 56. They can't hang with us. What? Squeeze. Deep grip.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. He's got daylight. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Second down and inches. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot. Helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. General, West. Shoot.
2nd and 14. Throw left side, complete to Moss. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington! In for the score, and the Redskins have taken the lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it, to throw it underneath, a short pass like that? But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Check Mike. Mike's 54.
2nd and 6. This one caught by Isabella. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 39.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They caught the ball free in the backfield.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Martinez now throwing again. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
First down, Redskins.
Ready.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They'll try the left side. Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check hot route. Hot. 36. Kill. Bang. Ready, go.
Back to throw. Martinez. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Operating from the gun, Martinez. And he's got his target. That's more. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
56, pull it high. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Record. Go. 56 is Mike, 56 is the Mike. Let's go, tight end, let's go. Yo, faster. 56, go.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They'll set up to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Antoine Woods, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Kamara. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders. as time expires in the first half. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. What's good on the extra point? And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it again. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Go on, go on. Hey, turn it up. Check nine, roll out. Back.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49, the 30. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Check 26, check 26. Check. Go on.
They'll try to run this one in. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
He'll have a first down past the 40. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 11 yards there, 1st down. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
A tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Bravo! Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Fair.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On the ground, Kamara. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
First down, Washington.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson, and he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check 13. Check 13. And go.
On first down, Gibson. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd and 4. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
And a Redskin 1st down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Martinez. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Martinez. That one caught by Gibson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Check safety. Hard.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead.
Second and 3 at the 26-yard line.
Check. Mike, 53.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Martinez. From the gun, he'll throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 67 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, keep it up. Watch the twist.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Mike 5-4.
Ready?
They'll drop the throw. Able to find Isabella. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Crunch time, defense.
Tight. Hey, Sam off.
Check three. Check.
Go.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field.
54.
Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Being chased out left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Right there, 54. 54.
He'll drop to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 37. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive